Hi everyone, this is Horace. I'm a speech pathologist. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to make community request cards. Before learning about how to make community request cards, I'd like to talk about why community request cards are useful. Community request cards are useful because they assist people with little or no speech to participate more independently in community activities. Specifically, the community request cards help those people request items and services in the community. In some cases, community request cards act as important alternatives to some electronic AAC devices, such as a light writer, in which it may not work for some time because of flat battery or faults. So before I go through the steps of making community request cards, I would like to talk about the essential features that make community request cards effective in use. So for all the cards, large screen should be used for easy reading. All the cards should be in appropriate sizes for easy holding or storage. They should all be laminated for stronger resistance against wear and tear. And for every community request card, object symbols, photos or line drawings that best accompany the requests should be present. Last but not least, the requests or the messages in the cards should be self-explanatory and specific to the card holder's everyday needs and enjoyments. This is because the messages or the requests in the cards have to be presented to other people who can process the card holder's needs. So now I'm going to go through the steps of making community request cards. Assuming you're making these cards for your friend, first of all, you have to decide what activity to start with. The activities can be ordering drinks in a cafe or buying some food in a supermarket. You have to choose something that the person does regularly and enjoys. Secondly, you have to decide on the size of the cards. So some people may need large cards in order to hold them, or some people may need smaller cards so that they can go into the wallets. Thirdly, you have to decide on the messages or the requests to be made. And afterwards, you have to clearly write, print or type the request or the messages onto the cards. Please make sure that the words are large enough to be easily read. Afterwards, you have to decide on how to best represent the requests so that they are meaningful for your friend. So for example, you may choose to insert object symbols, photos or line drawings on top of all the messages in the cards. After you print the community request cards out, you have to laminate those cards to make them stronger or put them in small plastic pouches for protection. So now I'm going to demonstrate how to make some community request cards on a computer. As you can see, the easiest way to do it is to use Microsoft Word. So in the Word document, I insert a table with a few cells. And for each cell, I type in a message for a card. So after typing in the message, I make sure that the fonts are large enough. I search an image on Google that can best represent the message. So for example, I chose this one. And then I paste the image. So if the image is too large, make sure that you resize the image appropriately. After some editing, the community request cards will look like this. Afterwards, I print it out and laminate them. So this is the end of my presentation. Thank you for your kind attention.